And the only other one that I know of is that one that's gonna be like the multiplayer one that's gonna be like, you know, shit. Like fucking, fuck am I trying to say? Not a BR, but like always online and shit like that. Those are the only two I know of. Supposedly, there's one that's got a nickname, a working nickname that's called, I think, like Assassin's Creed Red. That's supposedly, I say with big air quotes, supposedly going to take place in Japan. Which is obviously, as you know, the one that everyone's been asking for like a decade. But I wanted them to do Assassin's Creed Japan whenever Ubisoft was actually good. I don't want them to do Japan now. Fucking Ghost of Tsushima essentially has already taken the crown for that. Don't try it. Feels each game has less and less content gets put in the game. Well, it's not even really that to me. It's not even less and less content. Because I finished Valhalla. It took me 3 years to finish Valhalla because I did 2 separate playthroughs, got to the same point in each playthrough and got bored and quit. And then in my last one, I just got to the point where I said, you know what? Fuck it. I want to finish this stupid piece of shit game. So I'm going to suffer through the back half to get through it, to say that I, you know, did and whatever. And I hated every second of it. God, that game's awful.
I'll have you looking like brand ambassadors to Il Papa in no time. Break something, the idiot.
Which is absolutely... Do like flails though? Eh. I have no qualms about the quality of the the animations or anything. That stuff's like nigh on perfect. It's not those guys I'm mad at. It's the till they nerfed them. Yeah, I'm not mad at any of the designers or anything. I'm mostly mad at like fucking the CEO, the higher up executive people and the fucking narrative designers. Not all of them, because one of them worked on Revelations, so he's fine. But there's also Shop, yeah. But I mean, even I fucking absolutely adore Origins. That's my favorite out of the quote unquote ancient modern trio. Because I love Bayek as a character. I love its story.
Hey, you. Hold for the watch.
And like, oh, oops, forgot this is a restricted area. Oh well, fuck it. Give me something to talk over. But yeah, love Origins. It's got a great story. Setting's great. Some of the combat could obviously use a little bit of work, but you know, it's Souls combat, so what are you gonna do? But just the fact that like you start the game, you see the intro cutscene, you do all that stuff, and you're like, yeah, I can't wait to explore the rest of Egypt with my new protagonist, and then right as soon as you exit the village, it's like, shop. Just right in your face, just bam, shop. You're just like, God, fuck. AC Odyssey was great. The main story of AC Odyssey was great. Right up until the ending reveal with the staff. All that stuff was fine. It's the ending of AC Odyssey and it's
here for the painting?
following
Yes,
DLCs that I have a problem with. You do barely touch side stuff? Yeah. Not for everybody. I mean, unless it's like absolutely, unless I personally deem it like absolutely necessary to my well, fuck you. Unless I deem it absolutely necessary to my experience or to the story or like that it fits with the story or whatever, there's some side content that I just like straight up ignore. It just depends on what it is, really.
That Putana sent it to me as a present. I want it out of my house.
But the problem,
You will be glad to add it to our collection.
the problem with
The master
Valhalla
waits at
in
your
my
palazzo to
mind,
take it off your hands.
my
She thought
mind,
I
it
would
was
be
at
pleased with such a
the
gift after she married another man?
The ways of men and women are strange, but Hermes teaches us that through careful study, both may be brought into harmony.
Doubtless. One such as Lucrezia has never crossed your path.
my problem with Valhalla, is the fact that like 90% of the game feels like side content. Like it feels like anything according to the game, anything that doesn't involve or people on roofs. I wasn't talking to you when I said that. I was talking to the game. Because as soon as I started climbing a building, it was like, that's not part of the 100%. And I'm like, fuck you, game. Oh, you're talking about yeah, to continue with your stealth mission talk. Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that you're not entirely punished for being seen like you are in games like this one and like these older games. Like if you want to do stealth and be, you know, assassin like and everything, you can. And if you clear a camp of dudes, if you happen to clear a camp of dudes stealthily, cool. But you're not like, you know, desynchronized or killed or you failed the mission just because oh, you got seen, you can't do that.
What is it? What's going on?
Damn peasants.
Come with me.
But yeah, and going back to some of my problems with Valhalla is like anything that doesn't involve like Sigurd or, you know, any of the main people. It's just like it feels like side content because the game treats it like it. And it's like you don't really have to go here to finish the game, but you can. And it's like, well, if we're just going by the metric of only do the missions that involve Sigurd or some of the other main characters, then we're not going to be playing a lot of the game. No. If no one's alive to tell, how are they gonna know? Right? There's no one to give you away if everyone's dead. That and the whole other force you to do quest lines you don't care about, yeah.
You will complete the sale?
Of course. That woman used false
Hello,
passion
character
to
I
seduce
killed
me.
in the first game,
The error lies in her Spanish
and will kill in the next
I know
game.
it.
Such untruths you so casually utter based on little more than a name. These countries, these groups make such easy targets for the lazy and ignorant.
You should tell her that, the high and mighty Duchessa. Putana! I have changed my mind. That painting does not deserve to belong to anyone.
Take the painting and examine it for clues. Be careful. Human hands aided by a fierce intelligence made that. Treat it with respect. Go.
You can steal your brother's wife and he doesn't care. Yeah, kinda.
What would make a man for once? Ah, of course.
Well, actually, there's something about that I discovered, which kind of, I guess, kind of makes that even worse, because, according to the internet, and according to the story, there's like 4 or 5 different occasions where you can like make a decision of either to support or go against your brother's wishes or whatever, and as long as you get 3 of the 5, you always get the perfect ending. Like, you always end up with the ending where he's like, yeah, I'll stay here with you and do all this stuff and it'll be fine. So, and his wife is one of those things where if you boink her behind his back, he's mad at you. But as long as it's the one bad thing you do out of the 5, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Brother and or sister, there were 4 other occasions where you supported my narcissism and my decisions and stuck by my side and all that. So you can have my wife. It's fine. We were getting a divorce anyway. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Everything's hunky-dory over here. He was kind of a shell at that point. In a sense, yeah.
The Orsini family will hold festive games this Saturday in the plain before San Paolo Fuori Lemur.
That'll happen whenever you lose an arm before modern medicine. And you get strapped to a machine that not only gives you like dream what feels like real visions, but like lifts you in the air by stabbing you in the back. Essentially, from what I got for the end of Valhalla, where they, get stabbed in the back by that animus machine and lifted into the air and sent to quote-unquote Valhalla, that was essentially Ubisoft, to me, making the movie canon. And I can't stomach that. I mean, technically Origins did it first, but you know. We didn't actually see that technology in the games up to that point. You've never seen the movie? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss much. The only good thing about it was Michael Fassbender, and he wasn't even really in it that much. I mean, he's in it as his character, and he's in it as his ancestor, but he never really... Not that I blame him, but I think that was one of his, I think that was one of his phone-it-in performances.
Have you been great?
Do something about it?
You do miss the present modern day stuff. You don't want them to ruin that as well. Fair. Am I gonna be like some idiots out there and said that AC should just continue without a modern day? No, because in order for the entire premise of Assassin's Creed to work, you need the modern day to be able to either compare the past stuff to, make reference to it, or what have you. Make everything, it's what makes everything connect. So completely removing the modern day as a whole makes no sense. You home?
Buongiorno. Is this the home of Francesco Colonna?
It was. But now the banks own everything. We have lost it all.
Even the Da Vinci paintings.
A lesser part of Signore's collection.
I have an interest in them nonetheless.
The 3 paintings were put up for auction and purchased by a merchant of Firenze. He prepares to set sail from the harbor immediately.
Grazie mille.
There's almost no modern day.
Be careful of laundry lines and their support. There have been many complaints of weekend
Not since
and God knows why
not since 3.
are the devil to get clean.
3 had probably the best the best modern day content in my personal opinion. But then again, 3 was the last game that we had Desmond to put. I mean, yeah, 3 was the last game that we had Desmond to play off of the modern day. And he got to, you know, go to all of those different locations and kill people and do parkour and stuff, which are places we hadn't been to before in the modern day yet, even though most of them were just, you know, parkour stuff. But, you know, it's seeing the outside of our little assassin bubble, which makes the modern day interesting. But then after Desmond died, and they're like, we don't want to commit resources to making another modern day protagonist as good as, on the same level as Desmond, so fuck it. Who's the main character of Assassin's Creed 4? Looks directly at camera. It's you, player. Woo! Then it was like, okay, yeah, this is not going to be fun. Kind of want to go back and play AC3. As long as you do it before September. The main player cringe. But you don't own it? Oh well. I've gotten a bigger appreciation for AC3 over the years. I mean, not to say that I completely hated it or anything. It's just that there were some things about it that bothered me.
DOUCCIO Auditore. Come back down to the harbor when I return to Roma. I will show you the inside of my ship.
Oh boy, this guy.
Living in this third-rate city instead of beautiful Firenze?
Everyone remember
How
DUCCIO?
low you have sunk.
DUCCIO. We're not children anymore.
Look around. I have help this time, and you are all alone.
I am warning you.
Well, we are only talking, are we not? I see this place has worked its magic on your sister. She did not want to open her legs in Firenze, but now she is the Madame of Rome.
Cazzo! Why are you just standing there? Eat him!
Some things never change.
You can hit me, but that does not mean Firenze will take you back.
Yeah, it wasn't just Assassin's Creed either. Anytime a game is like, oh, the main character is you, it's just like, oh, you didn't want to put forth the effort to actually make a good character for us to follow. Cool. That tells me all I need to know about this game's story going forward. Taking down the old AC games so you can buy the remake with microtransactions. Remake of what? I mean, I'm all for a remake of 1 because it needs it out of all of them.
Your father pretended to be one of us, but we all knew you were outsiders.
Yeah, one needs a remake, I believe, because you know it's the oldest out of everything. But this game, Revelations and 2 are completely fine as they are, I think. But you know, I'm not a Ubisoft executive, so you know, what do I know? I just bought your product and play your games. But they can't sell you credits.
Get him!
I mean, and it's not even really the. So from what I remember, it was the ones on the list were this game, Revelations, and I think Liberation. And even though they said it's only like the multiplayer aspects, it's also the DLC. Which is why I'm, you know, taking time to stream playing Brotherhood and Revelations before September so that I can actually still play the DLC. But as much as I like Liberation,
Give me what I want.
who's been asking for a Liberation
Da Vinci
remake?
paintings.
One is on the boat. The other two were sold to a cardinal. He is displaying them for high-ranking members of the church.
How do I get in?
How should I know? Go ask your whore of a sister. I am sure she has slept with a couple of cardinals. Ah!
Can we just kill him? Like, right now. Can we just kill him? No, but we can rob him. And you only had 21 florins on him. Other games will where the other games will follow soon. Yeah. I'm sure they will at some point. They'll try something at some point, but then Ubisoft will see all the backlash.
Where is Marco?
And then hopefully change their mind, but more than likely not.
Another Da Vinci painting near El Vaticano. Imagine, once we open the temple, the true Renaissance will be upon us, and the teachings of Hermes will be known to all men.
Swipe. It's mine now.
The bishop asks that Pellegrini avoid the area for the foreseeable future.
Alright, where's this mission taking us? Well, might as well. Roman tunnels, Roman tunnels. They're dark down there. Roman, 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 Roman tunnels. And die.
Time for a little lesson, Carnage.
Yes, it's a lesson to stay out of my way. Oh no, not dirt. My most formidable enemy. Dirt.